Swan song. Ooh, too close. Lately, he's found himself crying in front of AT&T ads in movie theaters where mothers call their sons. He places his hand on his phone while he watches, waits for a vibrate that never comes. She is alive, his mother, and she can call, yet never call. He thinks about what the call might be, the how is everything, or what's new. But he's longing for a retroactive call, a call to nightmares, a call to bruises. He's longing for that call to come through tears, and I'm so sorry, and I've gotten help, and I love you so much, I love you. He checks that his phone is on sometimes, most of the time. But he wants the call to be out of the blue, come down like swan feathers aflutter, a rain down of silk and chiffon. He wants to wrap himself from head to toe, hear stories untold, wants the comfort of a mother's tone, the soft hand on the shoulder. So many questions. He adjusts his position amongst the worn theater cushions, moves enough to realize that he's gum stuck to the seat, and settles in for a long wait. And that call, it never comes, stuck within the silver screen behind corporate adverts and paid actors. And maybe no one gets that call, the J. Crew shot, the perfection unheard of. And maybe it's worth forgetting about. So he leaves his phones under movie theater seats often, leaves the call to Hollywood dreams and Madison Avenue concoctions. But he tosses and turns at night at the thought of missed calls coming in, a littering of vibrating phones, a mother's imagined love unanswered. So in the mornings following, he purchases new phones. That call never may come, and never may. But swan songs are sometimes known to vibrate phones, and so he waits.
Cut from the same cloth. I am my mother's negligee, pale and antiquated, like the fluff of her slippers. When I remember my mother, she is soft, like she wasn't towards the end. I picture her at the San Francisco Zoo in a mini dress and platforms, precarious. I held her hand in the lion's house, and Father wanted to stay to watch the feeding, and she could not. I held her hand tightly, because if I held it tight enough, I thought I might become part of her, and then neither of us would have to be so alone. When my mother lost her mind for the 5th time, it was still early enough that we were counting. Her father called her blasphemy, beast, and possessed. It was the time of being a girl, then an armadillo, then the meat torn apart by the lions. As I was devoured, I asked politely, is this what becomes of the body? I have never stopped searching for the clothed animal for which I came. We were living in the end times. It was in vogue to name a woman who you've hurt, crazy, or daughter.